Hey guys, Mim and Allie here. Allie's over there playing tetherball. Say hi.
Constantly playing tetherball.
Say hi. Y'all okay with it? So, story time for the day. Yes it is. That's her nickname. Whatever. So,
Are you spraying me? Do not spray me, please. I got you.
So story time, even though this happened like a while ago, and I think it's okay to share the story now. Is it okay if we share the story about what happened that one Friday, that one fateful Friday?
Yeah, whatever.
So we were just...
Tell them the whole story. You know?
Yeah, so it just was a normal day. We'd been talked to by our principal about gossip and not to do it, otherwise we'd be suspended and whatnot.
Not just us, it was the whole entire...
Well, yeah, the entire 6th grade. But, so later in the day, Titus comes up and says, Megan, you look like Mrs. Matsumura, because I have now short hair and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And he's like, yeah, because Mrs. Matsumura is a brat and so are you. And I'm like, oh, really? We didn't tell Mrs. Matsumura, though, because we didn't want her to get mad. And then we didn't really want Titus to get in trouble. And we thought it was a joke at first. So we just kind of ignored it. So time goes on a little bit. So after...
Megan cannot physically fight. She's going to get that out there. She cannot physically fight.
It's just because I'm very weak. I admit it. I'm very weak. So later in the afternoon, he starts making rude gestures at my cousin Dakota, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, stop." So he stops for a little bit, then he starts doing it again. So I walk up to him and I tell him to stop it, and I told him the meaning of his hand symbol, and so
I see a rainbow.
So later on,
Gosh, guys, he saw a rainbow. Ah!
he keeps on like teasing me and my family. And so I just kind of ran after him to talk to him and tell him what's up. So, and then he makes it physical by tripping my family and stop getting Alyssa's phone wet.
Megan.
And so,
what?
what had happened? What happened next? Then,
So pretty much your family came out to...
So basically our family, since me and Alyssa are related, all came out to help me kind of fight and like and try to solve this after he got physical. So, you know.
And
then all my family had to go. It was a Friday, so me and Alyssa had to stay there because I was allowed to go home. And this was actually Easter weekend. So it was not long ago. Actually.
It was pretty recent.
Yeah, so,
And I won the fight.
So, we told him off, and then at the end of the fight, or kind of during the fight, one of the main things I kept telling him was, you mess with my family, you mess with me. You mess with my family, you mess with me, you mess with my family. Then it quickly turned in, you mess with me, you mess with my pack, you mess with my pack, you mess with me. Basically is what I'm saying, is you take me down, you take my family down, my family fights back. If you take my family down, I fight back. Basically is what it is.
But you didn't really fight back.
I tried, okay? I whopped him with my shoe. I stopped him with my shoe, and then I choked him.
No, you didn't. You didn't choke him.
I tried really hard to choke him.
Him.
Oh yeah, then I had a bruise for 2 weeks because he pushed me down to the ground really hard, and I landed.
I gave him a concussion.
So that works. Added details from Alyssa. So that's basically that, and then I felt really bad about it for the next week and a half, so I kept like praying to see if I should ask to write them like forgiveness letters or whatnot, because I felt really freaking bad.
You be a wimp. Don't be a wimp. Wait, are we technically cousins? Yeah.
So yeah, that was the story time for the day. Now I gotta like end the video before we have to re-verify everything. So see you guys later. Bye.